Hello everyone, welcome to Luqman IAS. My name is Zahidul and in this session today we are going to discuss 10 important MCQs from current affairs. And in this session you will come across 10 important current affair topics that we are going to deep dive into. We are going to understand these topics in detail and you will also be able to solve some questions related to these topics, alright. So the lead topic for today's discussion will be based on WASP 1 to 1B, okay, WASP 1 to 1B. So we will discuss what is this and we will understand little more about it, okay. So this is a topic from Science and Technology. So before we move ahead, let us quickly see this quotation. So this quotation is very important. It says, a creative man is motivated by the desire to achieve, not by the desire to beat others, okay. So this quotation is very nuanced. I mean, like, it gives you a very deep sense. Means if there is a person who is creative, right, who is innovative, so he is like, propelled by the desire to achieve his end goal. For example, if you talk about any scientist in the past, right, be it Albert Einstein, be it Newton, be it Madame Curie, right, be it let's say any other scientist, okay, Edison, okay. So these people were motivated by the desire to achieve their result. I mean, like, if we talk about Madame Curie, so she wanted to study about radioactivity, okay. For that, like, she has met with endless failures from time to time, but like, she kept on doing her work, okay. So she did not have a desire to beat others, but she had a desire to achieve the kind of, outcome, to achieve the goal. That's the thing. So the real people, I mean, like, real people who want to achieve something, so they have a desire, I mean, like, to do creativity. They are inspired by the work that they are doing, and they are the ones who embrace the failures also. They might come across multiple failures, but like, they embrace failures, they go ahead, they believe in experimentation, they believe in creativity, and they are the ones who let's say, like, succeed also. At the same time, a person who has a desire to beat others, so he will not be doing innovation, he will not be building something new, he will not be creative. What he is going to do, he is going to destroy what is already created. Are you understanding? So this is the thing. So what you need to do is, like, whenever you come across such quotations, you read this quotation, try to understand the basic meaning behind it, and also you should be able to write an essay, right? So because in essay paper such quotations are given, you should be able to, let's say, like, write answers in ethics paper also. So that's the thing. So before we move ahead, quickly let us quickly understand about some programs that Luqman IAS is running. So we have announced Public Admin Foundation batch, which is going to start from 3rd of June 2025. The classes will be taken by S. Ansari sir, and he is the renowned faculty of this particular subject, right, for UPSC CSC. Right, and so you people can get benefited, I mean, like, if you join Public Admin Foundation batch, because like you are going to get study material, you are going to get guidance, you are going to attend classes, and so your holistic preparation will happen. And this is Panch Sutra year-long test series, this is Panch Sutra, I mean, All India Prelims mock test series. So it is a test series to help you prepare for the UPSC prelims of 2025. The test series has already started. There are a series of 5 tests. You can register for it, and all of these tests are full length and mock test, okay. Answer keys are given, explanation is given, and test discussion is also conducted by the institute. And apart from this, now let us see the 10 topics that we are going to discuss. Many of these topics are from Science and Technology, some topics are from, let's say, Indian polity section, then government service related thing, okay. So we are going to understand about all these topics one by one, alright. So what you can do is, like, you can take a screenshot of it, and later on you can go through these topics one by one. Now let us understand the first topic. What is this topic all about? So this topic is a term which is in news. So it says WASP 1 to 1B, seen in the news recently, is a. So they are asking, what is this term, right? What is its meaning, right? With which topic it is connected with. So WASP 1 to 1B is the first exoplanet whose atmosphere structure has been mapped in 3D. Now, what do we mean by exoplanet? Okay, here there is a key term, exoplanet. Exoplanet means a planet which is outside our solar system. So we have a solar system in which Earth is a planet, Jupiter is a planet, Mercury is a planet, and many other planets are there, right? So we have our own solar system. But the thing is, like, there are other solar systems also, like there are let's say, like, sun or stars outside our solar system, and around those stars, around those sun, basically there can be planets that are revolving. So those planets are known as exoplanets. So this exoplanet has been discovered in 2016, but after then scientists started doing 3D mapping of its atmosphere. So recently 3D mapping has been done for this exoplanet, and after doing 3D mapping, what they have identified is that in the atmosphere of this particular planet, that iron, sodium, even hydrogen, they are moving constantly. Okay, so and the temperature of this planet's atmosphere is very high. It is more than 2000 degrees. I mean, like, it is inhabitable planet. All right. So blazing skies and metal storms. Scientists unveiled first 3D map of an exoplanet's chaotic atmosphere. So this is the structure of the exoplanet's chaotic atmosphere. Now we have another question, question number 2. All right. So this question says the term trail guard AI. Okay, trail guard AI. AI means artificial intelligence. So this is also a term based topic. If you understand what is the meaning of this term, you will be able to solve questions in the prelims also. Okay, very easy type of question, but you need to give at least one reading and one revision to such topics. So basically, what is this? This is a camera based alert system for wildlife conservation. Okay, it is a camera based alert system for wildlife conservation. Basically, if we talk about trail guard AI is an artificial intelligence system which is connected with camera, and it has been fitted, let's say, in Simlipal Tiger Reserve. Which tiger reserve? Simlipal Tiger Reserve. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so it is trail guard AI. Basically here it is fitted with let's say trees, and it has cameras also. So what these camera do, this camera actually monitors the movement of things. For example, if animals are moving, people are moving, or vehicles are moving, so it will be capturing those things. So, like, in normal state it operates at low battery, I mean, like, it requires lesser power. But the moment it detects, let's say, some movement, right, its system internally gets activated, and then it captures all those photographs. And then if it finds that, like, these photographs are important, so it sends those photographs to the center within 30 to 40 seconds. Okay, so it helps in the monitoring of the wildlife. Okay, so it helps in reducing the poaching, wildlife poaching. What do we mean by poaching? Poaching is an activity where animals are killed by people. Killed by people means those people, let's say, like, who are smugglers, who want to kill animals for getting benefit out of the horns of the animal, or some skin part of the animal, or maybe bones of the animal. So killing of animal by those people. Okay, so that is known as poaching. So this particular device is an anti-poaching device because it monitors and provides real-time information. It is an AI-enabled system, right? That's the thing. Now let us talk about another question. So this question is again important. So this question is related to Indian polity section. Okay, so it says, consider the following statements regarding the removal of High Court judge in India. Now, I mean, recently, let's say you might have come across in news that, let's say, like, there is one High Court in which one particular judge, against one particular judge, let's say, like, some allegations have been labeled. And after that, what has happened, like, we have a Lokpal. Lokpal is kind of, anti-corruption watchdog. You can consider that. So what Lokpal has done, Lokpal has tried to take authority to initiate proceedings, to initiate, let's say, like, some kind of investigation against judges of High Court. But this thing has been, let's say, stayed by the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has said that Lokpal does not have authority, right, to initiate investigation against sitting judges of High Court, or to, let's say, initiate proceedings against sitting judges of High Court. So that was the main matter. So here what we are understanding is, like, through this question we will understand, like, what is the process of removal of a judge of High Court in India. Okay, So you know, like judiciary, I mean like judiciary itself is a constitutional body. We have the Supreme Court, we have high courts in India, and we have Supreme Court judges and high court judges. But can judges be removed from their post once they are into the post? Yes, they can be removed. Is the process simple? No, the process is very, very difficult, a complex process, all right. So through this question we will understand about it. Okay, so first statement says that the process can be initiated by a notice signed by 100 members of the Lok Sabha and 50 members of the Rajya Sabha. Okay, this process can be initiated, means if a judge has to be removed, so in the Lok Sabha or in the Rajya Sabha, let's say like a proceeding, I mean like 50 members of the Lok Sabha should sign out on initiation notice. And if in case of Rajya Sabha, 50 members should sign. Why? Because Lok Sabha has more members, 45 members, I think 50 members is the sanction strength. And Rajya Sabha has almost half of this sanction strength, okay. It is 250 around, okay. Now if we talk about second statement, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha has the discretion to admit or refuse the motion for removal. This statement is right. So chairman of both the houses, I mean like whether it is Lok Sabha, the chairman would be the speaker of the Lok Sabha. In case of Rajya Sabha, it is known as chairman. So they have the discretion whether to allow the initiation or they can refuse to admit, let's say like refuse to admit such things. Okay, this is the thing. So if admitted, a 3-member committee is formed which must include the Chief Justice of India. This statement is wrong. Why? Because if a proceeding is initiated, okay, to remove a judge of the High Court, so a 3-member committee is formed, and in that 3-member committee, one person will be a judge of the Supreme Court, right? Second, let's say one person will be the Chief Justice of a High Court, okay. So 2 persons and one more person is there. He is also an eminent person from the judiciary. So 3-member panel is formed, right, related to this. But it is not necessary that Chief Justice of the Supreme Court will be there. So in this question they say there must be a Chief Justice of India. This is wrong. The judges in question can be removed by a simple majority vote in both houses of the parliament. This statement is wrong because it is not a simple majority. They require a special majority, okay. They require a special majority. A special majority, you all know, people who study Indian polity, so it is 2/3 of the members present and sitting in the house, okay. That is provided that they form the quorum also, they fulfill the quorum requirement, and at least 2/3 of the members present and voting must be there. That constitute the special majority. So option C is the right answer, which is 1 and 2 only. With this, so it says only Parliament has the jurisdiction to constitutionally remove a High Court judge. Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar says. Now we have another question, question number 4. All right. What this question is all about? It says consider the following statements regarding soil health card scheme. Which scheme? Soil health card scheme. So let us understand about it. What is soil health card scheme? So basically, this scheme has completed its 10 years of establishment, okay, soil health card scheme. So basically through this scheme, centers are created in villages where soil health is tested. Let's say like, people from that particular laboratory go to the villages and they test the health of the soil. They identify what nutrient that soil is missing, right, and which nutrient is in excess in that particular soil, and accordingly they give advice to the farmers that like such and such kind of fertilizer can be used or this fertilizer should not be used, like that. So first statement, it says this scheme is a component of an umbrella scheme known as Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. This statement is right, okay. So this is part of an umbrella bigger scheme which is Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana. These cards also measure the presence of organic carbon present in the soil, okay. This statement is also right. Why? Because let's say like to test the soil health, right, they basically test 12 components. 12 components include macronutrients, 4 macronutrients are there, 5 micronutrients are there. They also check the presence of organic carbon, right. Apart from this, they do check some other important components. So I will let's say like mention the name of these components so that you remember. So out of those 12 parameters, 4 parameters constitute macronutrients, okay, which include N, P, K, S, okay, N means nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur. Then in micronutrients we have Zn, right, zinc, Fe means iron, copper, manganese, boron, okay. So they are checked. Then pH level is checked, acidity or basicity, then electrical conductivity is checked, and organic carbon is checked. So all these things are checked, right, to come up with soil health card report, all right. So fixing India's soil crisis, farmer awareness, tech can arrest degradation, okay. So that's the thing. So this is the objective of soil health card scheme, all right. So you can read about it. We have given the details of these nutrients, right, that are checked. So these are 12 parameters that I discussed. So with this, now let us quickly move to the another question, okay. This is question number 5. So recently inaugurated Jogi Ghopa Inland Waterway Terminal is located in which of the following national waterways? Okay, Jogi Ghopa is the name of a place, okay. So it says Jogi Ghopa Inland Waterway Terminal. So it is in National Waterway number 1. So this particular inland waterway terminal is located on the Brahmaputra river, right. So this is located in the state of Assam. And this particular place, which is Jogi Ghopa Inland Waterway Terminal, right. So this is very close to Bhutan, and it is very close to Bangladesh also, okay. So it's very close to Galepo of Bhutan, it is very close to Bangladesh, and it is very close to Guwahati of Assam. So all these places will be connected, and then let's say, like, since it is a inland waterway terminal, so goods can be shipped through waterway through this particular, let's say, through this waterway, okay. So Sonowal inaugurates inland waterway terminal in Assam, okay. So this is the thing. Now we have another question, which is question number 6. It says, consider the following statements regarding international classification of disease, okay, international classification of disease. So 3 statements are there. So this is related to, let's say, classification of disease. 3 statements are there. So ICD is a classification system developed by World Health Organization to track global health trends and statistics. Okay, this statement is right. Second, in India, Ministry of Science and Technology is responsible for ICD related information. So this is not Ministry of Science and Technology. Basically, this is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Under that ministry, there is a specific body, okay, which is responsible for this. And name of that body is Central Bureau of Health Intelligence. It is updated annually by the World Health Organization. This statement is wrong because, let's say, like, recently they have released the 11th edition, and from 10th edition to 11th edition they have taken more than a decade, means like more than 10 years have been taken. So it is not done annually. It is done, let's say, like, slowly and gradually, and then whenever an update is there, so it is released, okay. This is the thing. So international classification of disease is, like, system by World Health Organization, and in India we have, let's say, one body which is Central Bureau of Health Intelligence, which works under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, okay. So WHO releases 2025 update to the International Classification of Disease, ICD-11, okay. So this is the newspaper article that has inspired us to frame this question. Now we have another question, which is question number 7, okay, with reference to electronic personal license, okay. Electronic personal license recently launched in India. Consider the following statements, okay. So before we go ahead and discuss this question, let us understand about it. What is electronic personal license? Basically, earlier, if we talk about pilots, I mean, like, who fly aircrafts, right? So pilots do have a license, which is pilot license, right? So they are given physical license in physical format. But India has adopted, I mean, like, a technology, and under which, let's say, like, and so this is known as EGCA, under which digital licenses are being issued to pilots, okay. And India is the second country in the world after China. China was the first country to initiate providing digital license to its, like, pilots. But India is the second country in the world to do so, all right. So we are providing this thing, and so there is an organization which is International Civil Aviation Organization. it recognizes this particular thing, and it has amended one of its constituting document, right, to modernize and systematize and let's say like kind of streamline the pilot licenses around the world. So it recognizes digital license. So first statement is wrong, which is India is the first country. No, India is the second country. Okay, India is the second country after China to do it. The EPL license is accessible via eGCA mobile application. There is a mobile application, name of the mobile application is eGCA mobile application. So it is accessible through this application. And the International Civil Aviation Organization recognizes, okay, here it has mentioned does not recognize, but it recognizes digital licenses. So only second statement is correct, which is option B. Okay. Civil Aviation Minister K. Ram Mohan Naidu launches electronic personal license for pilots. Okay. Now let us move to next question. Okay. So this is question number 8. So what it says with reference to the digital brand identity manual, consider the following statements. We have been given 3 statements, and we need to identify which statements are correct. Okay, first statement, it says it is developed by the Ministry of Information. It is developed by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting to regulate digital content on social media platform. This statement is wrong because name of the ministry is wrong. It is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Okay, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. The goal of DBIM means Digital Brand Identity Manual, is to create a standardized digital identity for government websites and social media platforms. Now let us understand. So in India, we have multiple ministries, right, which are part of the government, and also we have various state governments also, right. In those state governments also various departments are there. So multiple portals, multiple websites, multiple social media handles are there of all ministries at all levels, right. And so the thing is like, they have created digital brand identity manual, and under which, let's say, they are going to streamline the process, they are going to harmonize the process, so that, let's say, like, for government it is easy to manage it, and also they will be able to provide digital services to the citizens, right, easily. Okay, citizens will be able to access all those things in an easy fashion. It introduces central content publishing system to ensure uniform messaging and policy dissemination. This statement is also right. So which of the statements given above is or are correct? Both these statements, second and third. Okay, statement 2 and 3 are correct. Now let us move to the next topic. So it says MeitY, which is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, launches digital brand identity manual to strengthen India's digital governance. Okay, this is the thing. Then question number 9. Okay, let's discuss about this question. With reference to distributed denial of service attacks, consider the following statements. So we are talking about a cyber attack tactic. Okay, cyber attack. Why we are discussing about it? Because let's say in the state of Karnataka, right, there is a portal which is property registration portal. It is known as Kaveri 2.0. So on that portal recently there was DDoS attacks, distributed denial of services attacks. That's why we are reading about it. Okay. So what is this? Attackers use a botnet, a network of compromised devices, to execute DDoS attacks. This statement is right. DDoS attacks can be used as a diversion tactic for data breaches and malware deployment. This statement is also right. Both the options are correct. Okay. DDoS attack means, let's say there is a website which is already functioning, and the organization which is managing this website, it has allocated some let's say bandwidth to this website, some server space to this website. So it is capable of, let's say, handling some amount of user traffic. But if you or maybe any person who is a malicious actor, what he is doing, if he creates a botnet, and then that botnet, let's say, visits this website, let's say, through multiple bots at the same time. So huge network traffic will be there, and this website will not be able to serve those requests. Okay, so the website will go down. So this is known as distributed denial of service, okay. So using botnet, you are actually overloading this particular website so that it does not function and it will not be accessible to the normal user at that point of time. Apart from this, DDoS attacks can be used as a diversion technique for data breaches and malware deployment, okay. So both these statements are correct. What is a DDoS cyber attack? That Karnataka's Kaveri portal, I mean like that hit the Karnataka's Kaveri portal. So this is the thing. Now we have another question, question number 10. What is this question all about? It says, which of the following basic constitutional principles are reflected in the Places of Worship Special Provisions Act 1991? So we have a act which is Places of Worship Act 1991. Basically Places of Worship Act says that all those places where worship is being done by any religious entity. So whatever is its nature, whichever religious denomination is doing that, I mean religious practice over there. So after 15th of August 1947, right, its nature or its religious character will not be changed, okay, it will remain as it is, okay. Why? So that communal harmony remains as it is in India, okay. So basically the constitutional principles that is reflected through this is secularism, right. So India is a secular country, right, all religions are treated equally by the government, okay, like that. Under the constitution basically, we have equality before the law, yes, this law actually reinforces that. And we have equality before law, equal protection of law, Article 14 of the Constitution of India, right. Then protection of religious and cultural rights, okay, religious and cultural rights of people are protected, right. So there are articles, Article 25 to Article 28 in the Constitution, I guess. Then we have judicial review, okay, so judiciary can review anything, so judicial review. So there is an article also. Select the correct answer using the code below. So all of them are correct, okay. So we have given elaborate explanation to this question. So places of worship case put off, center yet to file response, okay, this is the thing. So you can go through it in your free time. So that's all from my side for the day. Thank you so much everyone for attending today's discussion. I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you.